They laughed when he walked into the courtroom wearing his army uniform, thinking he was lost, but he was there for justice, not pity. Sergeant Daniel Cole, a 32-year-old Army veteran, stood silently at the defense table. Across from him, a slick corporate lawyer smirked, whispering to his client, "This guy can't even afford a suit." The jury exchanged glances. To them, Daniel looked out of place, stiff posture, boots polished, hands still trembling from years of service. They didn't know this wasn't his first battle, just a different kind. After returning from deployment, Daniel couldn't find stable work. He started a small handyman business, fixing broken fences and roofs. One day, a real estate firm hired him for a quick renovation. Months later, that same firm accused him of damaging the property and sued him for thousands he didn't have. They thought he'd break down. But behind that calm stare was a soldier who'd survived far worse than cross-examination. The courtroom buzzed as the lawyer presented glossy photos. "See this crack on the wall? My client says the defendant caused it." He threw the pictures on the screen dramatically. Gasps echoed, the judge frowned. Daniel stayed quiet, his heart pounding like a drumline. He knew that crack was old. It had been there long before he touched the place. Then, the lawyer sneered. "Maybe you should stick to what you're good at, soldier taking orders, not building houses." The courtroom chuckled. Daniel clenched his fists under the table. When it was his turn, Daniel stood slowly. He pulled a small weathered envelope from his folder, an inspection report dated before he ever worked there. The paper trembled slightly in his calloused hands as he spoke. "This was filed months before I was hired. That crack, it's been there for years." He projected the document on the screen. The courtroom went silent. The date was clear. Then he added softly, "I served 10 years protecting this country's truth. And I'll keep standing for it, even when people laugh." The lawyer's smirk faded. The judge raised an eyebrow. A whisper rolled through the courtroom like a wave. But justice isn't instant. The judge announced a recess. The corporate team scrambled. Outside, one of the jurors muttered, "Why'd they even go after him?" Daniel waited alone in the hallway, staring at the American flag fluttering near the entrance. For a moment, he wondered if this fight was even worth it. Civilians didn't understand what dignity meant to a soldier. When the court reconvened, the judge cleared his throat. "The evidence shows clear prior damage. Case dismissed." The corporate lawyer turned pale. A few in the audience clapped quietly. Daniel nodded once, not with victory but relief. As he turned to leave, the same lawyer who mocked him tried to shake his hand. Daniel just said, "Next time, don't underestimate the man who built what you step on." He walked out calmly, sunlight pouring over his uniform like a quiet salute from fate. Then share your thoughts in the comments, but no one liked or subscribed The Soldier.